Hey guys, this is Aussie3836 and today I've got a very, very special guest.
Hey guys.
We've got Cybermat47.
Yep. And this is my Lego set. It's a TIE Fighter from 2001.
Just pop the instruction book
Number 7146. And obviously we'll be talking about the Lego set itself. I'll be talking about how accurate it is to the original TIE Fighter that we saw in the movies.
Yes, it's going to be good fun. Now this set has 169 pieces, retailed for around $20.
Yeah, $20 US.
And based off the original trilogy.
I got it off eBay for about $40.
I hate it how they rip you off, like they put so much extra money on it.
Well, it's cheaper than the 2012 ones on eBay, I can tell you that. That's going to cost me $200 when I get it. Yeah, that's going to be so high. This booklet, really cool booklet, I like the pages in that, has 13 pages. Can you see that? Yes, you can. And it looks like it has this slideshow at the top of the Battle of Endor from Episode 6.
Yeah, it's really cool. Does it have any other ones?
No, it's just like the one slideshow throughout the entire booklet.
Alright, cool. Nice.
Kind of weird seeing as these things are so floppy you can't really flick them.
Hey, nice booklet. Okay, so we'll get in minifigs first?
Yeah, you talk about the minifigures from the Lego point of view, I'll talk about their accuracy.
Alright, so first up we have the TIE Pilot. Pretty cool. Is that focusing? Yes. Good. I like the mask in that, it looks pretty cool. No back printing, that's alright. Brown head, nice solid.
It's because he's wearing black armour and the Stormtrooper's wearing white armour. Robot Chicken had a sketch based entirely on that.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool. There wasn't many other sets with like a brown solid head.
No.
Here's a Stormtrooper. Got the original orange stud on the blaster. Pretty cool. A little bit of back printing. Mask. Yellow head. Nice. Cool. Alright.
So pretty much from a accuracy point of view, first thing you'll notice is wrong with the TIE Fighter pilot is that he's just wearing a Stormtrooper helmet with entirely in black with the Imperial Navy logo on the sides.
Yep.
When in reality the TIE Fighter pilot helmet was a lot bigger than the Stormtrooper helmet because it was designed for a completely different purpose. It wasn't supposed to be bouncing off blaster bolts, it was supposed to be keeping you alive in space.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be heaps bigger.
Yeah, they fixed that with the new sets, but other than that, I'd say that the chest unit is pretty well printed. It's got all the buttons and stuff, and like I've got the zipper, I've got the tubes that lead to the nozzles on the actual thing.
Cool.
It's kind of annoying how they're printed on and they're not actually tubes on the helmet, but they've fixed that with the First Order TIE Fighters from the TIE Fighter parts from the new kits.
Yeah.
But all in all, there's a pretty inaccurate figure, but given that this was in 2001 and Lego probably wasn't sure that the Lego Star Wars line was going to be a success, I think it's understandable.
Yes, they're just starting out and all that.
And with the Stormtrooper, well, obviously the first inaccuracy you'll notice is the blaster. It doesn't look anything like the blasters that they used in the actual...
Looks like a megaphone or something.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I've just put a megaphone, put it on backwards, put a stud on the end, but like it doesn't look anything like any sort of blaster I've seen in Star Wars.
Yeah.
And this in the TIE Fighter is pretty inaccurate how like they've just got the yellow, the skin colour at the bottom. It should really just be pure black as the seal between the helmet and the chest unit. And also the sort of mouth thing looks a bit inaccurate. It's just like a moustache. It should really be this sort of... It should be that pattern, but the two things should be joined together, and it should have like it should alternate between still dark grey and black.
Yeah.
They fixed that with the more recent figures. So now we'll talk about the TIE Fighter itself.
This one's really cool. This is the original one, 2001. And yeah, it's one of the only ones that has a stand. So that's pretty cool.
It's because the reason it has a stand is because it's really flimsy when it's on its wings, unlike the newer one. So if we just take it off the stand to take a better look at the TIE Fighter itself.
Sure. Or do you wanna?
Oh no, I can do it.
Alright.
It's your show.
Alright. So, I like it how like the rings are nice and like they look thick, but they're really thin. I like the pattern on here. You've got a printed piece.
Yeah, that's printed. It's the Imperial Navy symbol.
Yep.
Shouldn't really be there, but it should just be like this mechanical thing, like in the actual episode. But it's still a nice touch.
Cool. Like how they use the gorilla pieces and that.
Yeah, because like 2001, they probably didn't have this proper. They probably couldn't
Pieces.
afford to mold a piece to actually make it look like it does in the episode.
Yeah. But they're richer now, so they can do anything. It's a little bit wobbly a little bit, but that's right. So 2 rings, and here's what the building on the outside looks like. How they're fit together. So is it like 3 plates, and then just put together with
6 plates.
Yep.
One here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. You join them together. The 3 here joined together with that. Then you connect the 2 halves with these, and on the other side too. And you firm it up. You shore it up with these, and there's a yellow brick in there, yellow plate in there. So it's pretty much like really thin but really strong at the same time.
Alright, that's cool. And they disconnect by like a connector piece.
Which is really nice because it lets you use it for a diorama, like make it look like it's crashed.
Yeah, or smashed to millions of pieces.
Which would be really good for a battlefield
Yeah, or a
diorama.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, they stick back together, and just like that. It's pretty cool. Here's the front, the cockpit.
Which opens up like that, and you can see inside there's a spot for. I'll just put the TIE Fighter pilot himself in there.
Yep. Cool.
It's pretty dark in there, so you really need the light to see the TIE Fighter pilot.
Yeah. I had it when you got those sets, like you got to turn the whole camera around, like if you wanted to look into it like that.
Now, probably the biggest annoying thing about this is, apart from the crane pieces, is that
Does it like stay the
control piece here?
Yep.
The CMD apparently it's called.
Oh, that's a weird name.
It stands for Combat Multi-Display.
Oh yeah, yep.
It's for the TIE Fighter to see what his target is doing. It like gives like the target type, its condition, its speed, its heading, all that. It can either go like that or like that. It's flat. And It should really be angled towards the pilot.
Yeah, I was gonna say that it's like it's showing us. We don't need to see it. It's for the pilot.
And later on, I'll show you how I fix that.
All right, cool.
But yeah, that's it for the.
It comes off easily. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit.
I like it like the cockpit. Like it's a printed piece, like this bit.
Yeah, it's a very nice piece.
Yeah.
It's a bit blocky, but like the round bit, but you can clearly see that it's a TIE Fighter.
Yeah.
So now we'll move on to the stand, I think, and Nick will talk oh wait, forgot to talk about the accuracy of the TIE Fighter. So as I mentioned before, this really shouldn't be. It should be a mechanical-looking piece.
Yeah.
And the blue is a matter of debate because in episodes 5 and 6, you can see that it looks a bit blue.
Yeah.
But in episode 4, it's
Really darkish. Like
it's
the black.
a light grey.
Yeah.
So, and like really, that's blue, and all this canopy section should be blue. But yeah, with the newer ones, they've fixed that up.
Yeah.
It's grey now, and there should be. The thing is, I've decided to go with the blue here. There should be blue lining on the edges of the wings, and there should be, and this sort of pattern should be repeated on the insides of the wings.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
They haven't
like
done
the
that.
outline.
I don't think they've done that with any of the TIE fighters apart from the UCS ones they've released.
Yeah, the newer one.
And I think that the cockpit is the wings are a bit small, but it's a bit hard to tell because this is just to be in scale with the minifigures. It's not like 1/72nd scale or anything, so I can't really make an accurate judgment on it.
Yeah.
And now,
imagine if you had like the proper TIE fighter in your backyard. It'd be huge.
So now we'll talk about the stand. And I think Nick should talk about that by himself, seeing as
Yeah, I've experienced it just then. I like when I first saw it, it looked pretty cool. Like, oh, how does it like work and everything? But yeah, it's a
damn, I
okay
just realised I
structure.
said your real name. Should we just beep that out?
That's alright. No one knows who I am. Anyway,
They don't know that you live at
no, no, they don't know that. Anyway,
They don't know that you're really a 13-year-old girl.
how did they know that?
I don't know.
I'm not. Anyway, it's quite odd or
Because it doesn't
annoying.
actually clip in. It just sort of sits. The TIE fighter just sort of sits there.
Yeah, on the little 2x2 spot.
So this really isn't the sort of set you want to have somewhere up high because this good stand isn't really that good.
It's very yeah.
You know, that's what I love about Lego. You can just throw it around a place and fix it up later. You could never do that with one of the plastic models I make.
Or do you make plastic ones?
Oh yeah, the ones here. Get out of
Oh shit. Got that one out.
Yeah, but I like making the plastic models, so like they just give you the parts and say, tell you how to make them, and you glue them together. But as you can see, it's pretty like with the stand. I don't like the way how this is it's just held up like by this Technic piece.
Yeah.
It makes it, and like I really don't like the fact that it's just sitting on there.
Yeah, it's
like,
a bit awkward.
But with the new TIE fighter we've come out with, this is it can just stand on its wings, like, without any of this wobbling.
Yeah.
So that's eliminated the need for a stand, which is really nice.
Cool.
I think that... Oh! Yeah, I'll just... Like, oh yeah, we'll just sum up our thoughts on it now.
Alright. Do you recommend this set to any of the other TIE fighters, like the newer TIE fighters?
I wouldn't recommend it. Well, it's not as good as the new TIE fighters, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But if you really want a Lego TIE fighter, you can't afford the new one, go with this one, because despite its flaws, it's still a really solid set. It's still really fun to make.
And it's classic. It's awesome, like the vintage about it.
And despite its inaccuracies, I think it's still pretty accurate to the films. I mean, as accurate as it could be when Lego was just starting out with Lego Star Wars.
Yeah.
But now I'll show you how you can improve it with just a few pieces.
Cool.
Now, to show you how you can make it look better, you just need those pieces. Now what you just move that. So you just lift the cockpit,
Alright.
take out the pilot. Just remove pieces carefully until you're left with this.
Yep.
Now, first off, you can get rid of these annoying crane pieces because
we don't need them.
no, why would the I honestly don't know why the Empire would put cream pieces on a TIE fighter, and then you just put in these light grey bricks.
Yep.
Which suited a lot better, in my opinion.
Are they 1x2?
Yeah, 1x2 bricks.
Alright, and there's 2 of them?
Yeah, and then you take the CMD piece that you got, you take off the panel.
Yep.
You take these pieces, put it on, oh, that's the middle. Put it on there, so these are at the back of it.
Yep.
You put this piece, I don't know what you call it.
Like a headrest thing.
Headrest.
You see it a lot in
thing.
cars and that.
But when you connect it there,
Cool, that's a good idea. So you don't have like the rotating.
you can angle it up so that it's actually facing the pilot, so he can actually see what he's shooting at. Then you just put these pieces back.
Oh yeah, and just put all the interior back together.
You've just got the engines back there. You put the oh wait, I messed that up a bit.
That's right.
Bit fiddly, but
But it's alright, yeah.
if you want, you could just take it entirely apart if you find that easier.
Add your own bits and everything.
Also, if you have one of these pieces, this see-through piece, but in dark, but in a darker like black see-through.
Yep.
Replace this piece with that because this is supposed to be a window.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
Lego seems to think it was the engine. Well, no, these are the engines because it's called a twin ion engine fighter. Then you can just put these bits back together and you have a more accurate TIE fighter.
Voila. Very nice.
So, this has been the review of the 7146 TIE fighter.
Yes. Very cool. It's been awesome having you today. Really cool to do a collab. Yeah,
It's been my pleasure.
thanks for watching. I'll put a link down to Cybermat47's channel
Thanks.
and everything. Yeah,
And
awesome.
we've got 2 more Lego sets to review, so keep your eyes out for those.
Stay tuned.